Good, and what sound does A make? Yeah!
Shelby Pepmeyer is a Norfolk school teacher, certified in both general and special education. After graduating and getting certified in her home state of Pennsylvania, she moved to the Mermaid City.
Pennsylvania is one of the states that they accept teacher licensure from, so I didn't have to do any additional tests to get licensed in Virginia, which was really nice.
With the new school year around the corner, News 3 investigators wanted to find out what it takes to be licensed to teach in Virginia schools. According to officials with the Virginia Department of Education, Virginia has specific requirements that must be met in order for someone to earn a state teaching certificate. These include a bachelor's degree, completing an approved teacher education program, passing state-selected assessments, and completing the application process. Folks at the University of Virginia say there are two pathways to get certified in the Commonwealth. There's a traditional path, which involves going through a university-based program, taking classes, doing internships and field experiences, and at the end, getting your degree and certification eligibility. Then there's what's called an alternate route, where you can start teaching on what's called a provisional license. The difference between full professional licenses and provisional licenses include this. Full licenses as of 2018 last 10 years. Meanwhile, provisional licenses are good for 3 years, while teachers work on requirements to get full licenses. Provisional licenses can also be extended for up to 2 years. UVA's Director of Teacher Education, Jillian McGraw, says the alternate route involving provisional licenses is becoming more common.
We're in a teacher shortage, and so we're working with schools to find creative ways to get teachers working with students.
VDOE officials tell us provisionally licensed teachers have been successful in classrooms and point to flexibility in licensure regulations.
A school division can hire someone who doesn't, meet the requirements for full licensure yet, and hire them with a provisional license, and then support that provisionally licensed teacher over the course of several years and provide the opportunities he or she needs to meet the state's requirements for full renewable licensure.
Chesapeake teacher Reagan Davis knows this firsthand. Now a fully licensed educator, he started with a provisional license 10 years ago.
The administrator who interviewed me was able to support me in the process of the paperwork for initial licensure.
But what about folks like Pepmeyer, already certified in one state and wanting to come teach in Virginia? This falls under licensure by reciprocy. State officials say this is if you have a valid out-of-state license with full credentials and no deficiencies that's active when the Department of Education gets an application for a Virginia license. How would you grade the certification process for Virginia?
I do think that there are a lot of great components to the licensure process when it comes to taking certain modules like the dyslexia awareness module, child abuse and prevention module. Those are pivotal processes that are beneficial for everybody who is licensed to teach in the state of Virginia.
Both Davis and Pepmeyer say certified teachers are crucial in Virginia to help your child get the most out of their education.
It all comes down to the experience that you get before you come into the classroom, and your background knowledge on how to educate students.
We cannot, as educators, downplay or reduce the process of becoming licensed in the state of Virginia.
VDOE officials also told us last year and this year, the General Assembly approved legislation to allow the State Board of Education to extend licenses by 2 years. Now, we have resources, including links to both VDOE and UVA on how to be licensed to teach in Virginia right now in this story on WTKR.com. Zach Dahlheimer, News 3.